Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I have a few quick reminders. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps us spread the word, allowing us to continue to grow this community. Next, I'd like to introduce our Patreon group, where we have 3 weekly meetings. On Sundays, we have a meditation meeting. On Tuesdays, we have book club meeting. And on Thursdays, we have open topic discussions. These meetings take place at 6 p.m. CEST, so Amsterdam, Paris time. For my next announcement, I'd also like to introduce the Reparenting Daily journal, which you can find on Amazon. This journal follows along with the podcast, so each weekly and monthly themes are reflected in the journal. It provides space for you to keep your notes with plenty of extra resources on each topic to be discussed. It's an excellent tool, and if you purchase it, you can join our weekly meetings for free. Just send me an email and we'll get you linked in. For the last announcement, I'd like to introduce one of my most meaningful creative projects, a 3-volume series entitled Fairy Tales for Reparenting. Now, you might be wondering, why fairy tales? Aren't those just for kids? But through my personal healing journey and in studying the work of Carl Jung, Marie-Louise von Franz, and other spiritual and psychological traditions, I've come to see fairy tales as powerful symbolic maps for transformation. They carry deep, timeless wisdom, especially for those of us doing the hard work of reparenting ourselves. The series follows the structure of the hero's journey. Volume 1 explores the wounded child, stories of loss, betrayal, and innocence. Volume 3 is about the trials of endurance, cunning, and self-discovery. And Volume 3 is the return, stories of transformation, power, and wholeness. Each story is followed by journal prompts and space to reflect on how each story connects to your own inner healing journey. These are not just tales, they're tools. They're an invitation to connect with the part of you that still believes in magic and possibility and healing. You'll find both familiar classic and lesser-known stories from cultures around the world, offering you fresh insights and inspiration on your path. All 3 volumes are now available on Amazon. Your support means so much to me, not just for this project, but for the larger mission of helping myself and others reconnect inwardly. Reparenting is like nurturing a bonsai tree. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but with care, patience, and consistency, it will transform you. Thanks so much for being here and for supporting this work, and also for committing on your personal journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the ACA Daily Meditation. It's entitled True Self. Just as a reminder, we're in August and the theme is Healing the Inner Child. We're in week 2, which is August 8th until the 14th. And the theme for this week is Reparenting Your Inner Child. True Self. While the inner child or true self can be the spark of our creativity, we must also remember that the child is a deeply hurt part of ourselves. Big Red Book, page 303. Many of us have pursued an understanding of our true self, awakening our inner child, and expressing our creativity in hopes of relieving ourselves from suffering. Yet we face an obstacle, a persistent and harsh self-judgment that we can't seem to stop. This underlying thinking compels us to continue dysfunctional and addictive behaviors. We wonder why we can't get out from under this curse like self-sabotage and realize the promise of our true self. We learn in ACA to get in touch with and feel the pain and grief from the deep hurt parts of ourselves in order for the true self to blossom. We've avoided this for years, usually unconsciously, and we've suffered from the consequences of this avoidance. We come to see that we won't enjoy the fulfillment of living as our true selves until we face and get free from the roots of the wounded parts from childhood. With our higher power's help and support from our fellow travelers, we practice a gentle, gradual process of peeling the layers of the onion to find the core of our pain and, paradoxically, to find the joy of our true self. It's an organic process, unique to each of us, yet we're supported in a unified approach that integrates the steps, the higher power, and the inner child. On this day, I have the courage to face what's necessary so I can realize the promise of my true self. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back, welcome back. Our August theme, Healing the Inner Child, reminds us that reconnecting with our true self isn't just about rediscovering our creativity or joy. It's about having the courage to face the pain that's been buried for years. Today's reading tells us that the inner child is both a spark of life and a place of deep hurt. This means that healing isn't just about celebrating our light, it's about gently turning towards the wounds we spent so long avoiding. When we finally allow ourselves to grieve, to feel, and to acknowledge the harm that was done, we make space for our true self to breathe again. This week's focus on reparenting the inner child shows us how important it is to be the steady, compassionate adult our younger self always needed. Reparenting means staying present as we peel back the layers of self-judgment and self-sabotage, offering comfort and patience at every step. This process is rarely quick or linear. Just like peeling an onion, it can sting at times, but each layer brings us closer to the core of who we really are. With the help of a higher power and safe support, we can replace the old patterns with love and acceptance and create freedom. As we go into the journal prompts today, number 1. When you think of your true self, what qualities or feelings come to mind? Number 2, what is one painful memory or feeling you've been avoiding that might be blocking your true self from emerging? And number 3, imagine you are your own loving parent. How would you guide your inner child through facing this pain? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back, welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.